very first time in history, China opened its doors to the world of top show jumping sport. The Longines Global Champions Tour, arriving for its 9th edition, set a memorable milestone, bringing the 4th leg of the magic event to Shanghai, in which world-class riders were competing on their very own world-class horses for the very first time for an impressive prize fund of $1.1 million. The debut of the Formula One of international show jumping couldn't be received in a better way.
China is a huge potential. It's I think not only in our sport, of course, this will be the future in the next years to come, but also very interesting for our sponsors, and you know, to connect this this big number of people together, you have to be here. It's an incredible effort what's been made by the Chinese authorities, and also for the European Commission, who worked very hard last years. Like you said, it was not possible to have the Olympic Games in Beijing. They had to move that time to Hong Kong, and it's also a very big credit for Peden, who did this effort to get these horses over here. I think the horses all traveled great, and the facilities are fantastic. They are big stalls, air conditioned. It's like one of the best shows we have in Europe.
The surreal event, surrounded by the breathtaking background and hosted just in front of the imposing China Pavilion in Shanghai's World Expo Park, projected into the future the very best horses and riders of the world, landing in the Pearl of the Orient, bringing with it a great Battle of the Titans.
First time in China, it's very nice, yeah, very nice. Everything's really good, very well organised, and the show's really good.
First time in Shanghai, perfect for the horses. The stabling really good, the warming up is really good, the ring here is good, the footing is good. So
my second time. We've been in Hong Kong one time, but in Shanghai the first time. The horses, it's everything perfect. The ground is perfect. It's really nice to be here.
My first time here in China. The organization has proved to have done a really, really big job. It's not been easy, and the horses have traveled in super conditions. There are horses that are in super conditions too, so I think it's a very good first time.
The 3-day event attracted incredible attention from the media, coming from all across the world and the Asiatic continent to witness the landmark step in equestrian sport. Since the opening competition of the weekend, the enthusiastic crowd enjoyed the facilities made available and the spectacular performances of the world's best combinations, and of course, the celebrities joining them too. Longines testimonial rider Jane Richard Phillips had the chance to lead the first lap of honour after winning the very first class with Zakina Z, the opening 1:45 two-phase.
It was amazing for me back with Zakina and here in Shanghai for the first time, thanks to Zakina, to win this first class. It's a super opportunity to see other countries, to get this sport into other countries. I hope so that also Chinese people can improve and get into this high level of the sport, and we will see in the future.
Costa Van Passion, Cassio Rivetti, Abdullah Shabatli and Kevin Stout were the next winners on the circuit.
Super is great, my mare jumped unbelievable, and it's super to have a horse like that, and now everything went well, so everything is all right.
Super fast, okay, so many good riders and horses here, and they all try, and they have a good money, so we have always to try.
I won today, and I want to thank God, and also I want to give this victory and this won today to King Abdullah, our king.
Really happy because I had not so good weekend until now, but my mare jumped amazing. I'm really proud of her because she gave me a lot today. Also in the jump off, it was difficult jump off, fast jump off. So it's my first big victory with her. So I'm really happy that he's here in Shanghai.
In Qatar, they like to support all the any sport, doesn't matter, horses, football, any sport, they always like to support it and to be good team for it.
On Saturday, the big class with the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. Coming from west to east, the entire eyes of the world were focused on this premier event of Shanghai. Italian course designer Uliano Vezzani designed a wonderful course, very delicate and demanding, which perfectly fitted the situation requires.
Oggi hanno un buon percorso, un percorso grosso, difficile, d'altronde Gran Premio di Shanghai molto dotato e poi ci sono i cavalli in forma con i cavalieri eccezionali. Partiamo su una triplice per mettere i cavalli un po' sul piede, poi c'è subito un bel oxer, una linea al centro del campo, la doppia gabbia verticale, 2 tempi, oxer, un tempo verticale, 1,55 già con l'oxer da 1,60 e poi abbiamo la linea finale, insomma c'è un po' tutto, direi.
I think this course is tough enough. We have really big verticals. The oxers are not really wide, but still we have a double oxer in number 5. And then big vertical just after it, and it will be an option, or 4 strides or 5 strides. The distance is really long after this double oxer, so horses with the big strides will try to make it in 4. Otherwise, maybe some other ones will ask one more. But in 4 or in 5 strides, it will not be really nice to jump this vertical clear.
31 pairs starting in the first round of the LGCT Grand Prix in front of an enthusiastic and fascinated crowd. Round 1 produced 11 clears. Luc Gebierbaum, Mark Houtsager, Shane Breen, Michele Carr, Edwina Tops-Alexander, Billy Toomey, Bertram Allen, Sheikh Ali bin Khalid Al Thani, Peter DeVos, Alberto Michan of Mexico and Abdullah Shabatli once again qualifying for the second round, which included the usual 18 riders counting, with the best combinations on 4 faults also featuring in round 2.
It's still big and difficult. There's still a lot of jumps to be jumped. The combination is a little different to the first round, vertical oxer, but the third part is really big, so there's a lot to jump coming out. And yeah, there's some big verticals and big oxers to jump.
In the second round, a new-built course, the big battle was underway. Luc Gebierbaum was the first going through on a double clear, qualifying for the jump-off. Then it was time for those to join them. Michele Carr, Edwina Tops-Alexander, Peter DeVos and Abdullah Shabatli. In the jump-off, the 5 riders performed again, one by one, bringing incredible life and excitement to the show. Luc setting the standard, but with one down as the first to go. Michele Carr took the risk, but even he with a clear, the time wasn't fast enough to stay at the top longer than a few minutes. LGCT ranking leader Edwina Tops-Alexander was then to set the target, but straight after it was overtaken by Peter DeVos and Dream of India Greenfield.
Drifted, we got a similar problem to yesterday. No, he takes it out. He was quicker. 41.79.
Abdullah Shabatli, last to go, gave everything. And even though the time was good enough, he picked up the 4th place, having a fence down at the last.
43.12 leading time so far. He's quicker. Oh. Clears it brilliantly. 42.48 and into the lead he goes.
For me it's an incredible day, of course, especially because I did it with this horse. Candy is normally my first horse, and I think now I have another horse on the same level, and it just feels great. And okay, I came here with not so much expectations, but the horse is going very well the last season. So I hope we could do a good move. But I didn't really expect to win. But after the second round, to be honest, the horse gives such a good feeling that I knew it was possible to win. So I did everything, and we managed.
Peter DeVos became the first LGCT Grand Prix winner of Shanghai. And while second and third places went to Edwina Tops-Alexander and Michele Carr.
Je suis très content parce que je participe pas au Global Champion général et venir ici et faire cette épreuve-là avec tous ces bons cavaliers, ces bons chevaux, donc pour moi c'est une vraie satisfaction. J'ai un cheval qui tient bien la distance, un cheval qui a beaucoup de sang et donc dans une compétition où il fait très chaud comme ici, c'est plutôt un avantage. Et c'est bien comporté et le parcours lui convenait certainement assez bien. Le barrage, comme je passais en numéro 2, Ludger avait fait 4 points. J'ai pas osé prendre beaucoup de risques. Je peux aller, je pense, beaucoup plus vite que ça avec mon cheval, mais j'ai pas osé le faire. Je me suis dit que peut-être derrière ils allaient faire des petites erreurs et j'ai joué plutôt la sécurité.
On to the last, 45.40 to beat. She should have it, 43.12, it's in the lead.
I mean, the show has unbelievable, up to standard from any other top show, or better than a lot of the top shows. Certainly up to scratch for a GCT show. Ground is fantastic. All the jumps have been made over here because of the importation of the wood, so the jumps were amazing, and of course the course building was great. We had a lot of atmosphere here. Great sport, top riders. I mean, it couldn't have been any better, and I think, you know, a public that's getting more and more educated and starting to understand the sport, so couldn't be better. I'm very happy with my horse. He really jumped 3 unbelievable rounds. He's never felt that good before, and we're just sort of getting to know each other now. We've had each other for 6 months, so but yeah, I was mad with myself because I didn't get the stride I wanted to from 1 to 2, and I knew already that I'd lost it. Actually, it's getting quite close now. Ludger's not that far behind me. I've got someone on my tail. But yeah, like I said last week, you know, it's really early days, and you know, there's still a long way to go, and I've just got to, you know, keep going and try to do my best. And I've been there a few times before, and see if I can pull it off again. But just as long as I've got my horse in shape, and the key thing is at the end of the day is to be consistent, and that's how I've won it before. And you know, I need a few more results in the top sort of 3 would be great, and then let's see what happens. But we'll just keep going.
The Australian lady rider Edwina, adding another great result this year in the season, remained at the top of the LGCT overall rankings. Ludger Beerbaum jumping up to 2nd place, while Emmanuel Gaudiano went into 3rd position now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to each of our riders. And
now the tour moves to Europe, and in only 3 days' time, the glamour and the famous Croisette will be the destination. We'll see you in Cannes, because the magic is coming.